This is the city of Montreal in Quebec, one of the 11 provinces in Canada, as seen from Mount Royal, the highest point in the city. Tourists have come here from some other parts of the world to enjoy the sun and the scenery. It is summertime and they intend to make the best of the short season to unwind.
To go all the way around. After when you get bored with it. You know,
We went on the one in Niagara.
Yeah,
Similar,
but
right?
this one is slower than Niagara, I'd say. After it's like, get me off, get me off.
Yeah, this one is
after
big and
two
slow.
after 2 rounds, I'm like, you know what, just get me off this thing.
Yeah.
It's so slow, man.
Tourism is one of the most lucrative industries in Canada. The country has more than 100,000 sites and monuments hosting tourists who come every year. Many African countries still have a lot to do about exploring their tourism opportunities and potential to earn the much needed revenue for developing their economies. This view is shared by some others who also feel that it is indeed worthwhile for these countries to look inward.
Okay, so tell me your name, please, and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Taj. I'm currently residing in Canada, but nationality is Jamaica.
Okay, so you are here in Montreal, enjoying your summer, and you have seen what tourism is like in Montreal. What do you think should be done to make it like this in places like Africa, in places like Jamaica and the Caribbeans, to make money for those countries? What do you think they should do?
Well, we know Africa is a place full of nature, right? And I believe that the government there should use their natural resources to share what Africa has to offer. So, for example, building infrastructure and stuff like that. We as Canadians, even the nation as well, can go to Africa and enjoy what they have to offer because it's natural for them, right? So I believe that the government there should share their resources, but create it in a way that it's multicultural, just like what we have in here in Canada is full of multicultural, right? So put the animals and all these stuff they have to offer, the goats and everything that they have there, we should go there and pretty much share. But for me, as a follower of Christ, right, I believe that they say Africa is the mother nation, right? So everybody wants to go to Africa. That's the thing. But what we are hearing now over there is different stuff. But again, there's a lot more that Africa has to offer, right? And I believe that it all starts from our leaders that we have over there. And we can do our own too. We should invest over there as well because, listen, over there is different. It's natural beauty. Mm-hmm. It's natural beauty over there. Mm-hmm. So I believe that we ourselves can invest over there, and then we can also go over there and enjoy what they have to offer.
Thank you. Okay, can you tell me your name and where you're from exactly?
My name is Jody, and I'm actually originally from Jamaica, but now a Canadian citizen.
Okay, Jody, just in 1 minute, tell me, let's do a comparative analysis. In Canada, you have tourism during the summer. You see everybody coming, a lot of money being made by the state, by the cities. In Jamaica, it probably is not like that where you're coming from. What do you think should be done to improve tourism in places like Jamaica, Africa, Nigeria, Ghana?
Well, I think that what we can do is start to capitalize on the natural resources and starting to put structures in place to actually have a charge or a cost associated, because a lot of the times so much of the natural landscape is not yet structured so people can just get in for free and so on. But for the economy to get that income and improve the tourism attraction there, we can start to put structures around some of the natural resources and even start to make even buildings like building up the parks, building structures within the parks to encourage people to come and to put an actual cost to the ticket per entry. So that's one idea that I have.
Would you like to visit Nigeria someday?
Yes, I would love to visit Nigeria. It's one of my top 10 in my bucket list. For such a diverse population and all of the different peoples that are within the nation, it would make for such an interesting and unique trip. So,
do you have any Nigerian friends currently?
I do. Some of our very best friends are Nigerians.
All right, thank you very much.
Tourism, says this tourist, is also a way to have fun and create precious memories, since it gives them the chance to get away from the hustle of daily life. Africa has a lot to offer in terms of culture and natural resources. Showcasing these would attract more people from elsewhere in the world to come and share in their beauty. Words of encouragement for developing countries given by people of diverse backgrounds.
Can you tell me your name and what you do for a living?
My name is Stephen Butcher. I am a clergy and I'm a pastor.
Okay, we're looking at tourism in the Western world and how it makes money as against the third world. We're talking about Ghana, Africa, Guyana, and the other world. So what do you think should be done more by those countries to improve tourism in their countries?
Well, there are a lot of opportunities as we can see here, because we have come from, as they deem us, third world countries. But when you come here, you see so much of things that you would have had oversight in your country. Look, for instance, if you look behind us, you could see people doing a simple thing like a Zumba class, a Rumba class. Those are little things, you know. Every inch of your land, you're supposed to turn it into something that an outsider could come and enjoy. This is a mountaintop we're on. But if we could span the camera around, we could see there are hundreds of people up here right now. It's a great sunny day. And so we just got to look for areas and avenues and think outside of the box, because the average person, like for instance, I'm from the Caribbean, would not think about doing this dancing class behind me, right? It's not conventional, something that is geared towards tourism. In tourism, the Caribbean is sand and sea and water, right? You just go on the beach, you just take a stroll, people sunbathe, but it's beyond that. You know, since I'm here in Montreal for this weekend, I don't think I've seen 200 people sunbathe, but we've seen the people, the bistros, the shops, the malls, the shopping centers, the areas, the restaurants, everything that the souvenir shops, every single thing that could add a dollar value to whatever it is. Don't look with it as it can't happen or with oversight. Everything matters, even if it's a jersey that just marks, like for instance, where I'm from, just marks Guyana. That alone could sell. A hat marked Guyana, that alone could sell. Your cuisine, your culinary arts, you know, even your taxi service. And most of us, for us, it's the service industry. The service industry is very, very important. One of the things for us is if we could improve on our service industries in all ways, in all manner. Come outside, see ideas here, take it back home to your country and implement it. You know, demand excellence from your peoples, wherever they are. That is some of the things that will really help for the tourist industries.
Thank you. Can you tell me your name and where you come from, what you do?
My name is Rachel. I come from Guyana, and I am here in Canada. I'm now a pastor of Hope City Church, and so enjoy what I'm doing.
Okay, so like I said, what do you think if you do a comparative analysis of tourism in Canada and tourism in Guyana, the Caribbeans, and say if you know Africa a little bit, what do you think should be done to improve tourism?
First of all, they have to do a research. Whoever, if you're going to a country to see how you can do tourism, what is needed, you have to do research of whether it's the environment, the city, and see what is lacking, see what is needed for families, for individuals, what would add to their standard of life. And on the other side, it's not just the basics of life. It's fun too. It's what gives that richness to like what we're doing here as a group. We find we're busy every day of our lives. We work every day of our lives, and so getting away from busyness adds a lot to your standard of living and to your relationships. It gives you that break from stress and anxiety and bills, and it helps you. This weekend getaway has done so much, even in my thinking of where I want to be, perspective. So I believe if you're going to go take tourism to a country, these are the things that will be added. The standard of living will rise, and it will benefit the people there. But you first have to do a research of what is most needed, and then work on a plan. Work on everything that governs a plan that will make it easy to transition those people.
It's time to actually take advantage of what they have to bring in foreign exchange to improve the lives of their citizens.